Why is this fun for you, Eva?
The budget is basically a moral document. It kind of says, these are our priorities, and this is what we as a people are doing for 30 million Texans, and being able to speak to it that way. I think you understand at the end of the day, there's a lot of people who need all of us working together in order for them to have a better life. And the budget is a key part of that. Education and access to higher education, public ed, it's just like the cornerstones of democracy. So I don't think you can overstate that. It's like we need to make sure that everybody has kind of a good starting point, and then they can get a job and pay taxes and support the next generation. So if we don't do that, like this is the one time every 2 years that we can kind of set the stage for a better Texas. But we can't do that if we keep cutting education and healthcare access.
It's really hard as an advocate to think about where to insert yourself into the process. And, there's definitely advocates who work for years and years to get one rider associated with one strategy to do one little thing. But a lot of times people are much more globally interested, right? They're interested in public schools, or they're interested in food for kids or whatever. I mean, what kind of advice do you have for advocates who want to be engaged with the budget but don't want to sleep with the budget under their pillow?
Well, there's one. Well, I guess one easy way is to figure out which advocacy organizations work on that, because then a lot of times they can send you alerts, or they can send you like one-pagers on something. And so you can look to people who do this for a living, or who are volunteers, and figure out like, how can I at least stay informed? Or knowing the big trends. I guess sometimes it's like you don't see the forest for the trees, so like kind of trying to figure out the big picture. Sometimes it's easier for people to understand what happens locally. Like, what do I complain to my county commissioners about, or the city, or my school district? Sometimes people don't even know who can fix this. Yeah,
right.
So knowing like, okay, that's something to ask your state rep about, or that's something your congressman might be able to do. So understanding who does what is one kind of way to try and figure out at least like who is most likely to listen to me.